Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Very satisfied. I think overall throughout the day we just tried to find fairways, greens. Obviously in the beginning I missed a few greens, but it was in the correct side, and I thought making those critical up and downs were huge in the beginning.
You had a successful year on the Corn Ferry last season, coming back out to PGA Tour now, leading for the first time into the final round. What are some of the experiences that you can use from there to help you maybe tomorrow?
Yeah, I think the experience of a Corn Ferry was huge, and I think throughout this year I've put myself in this position a few times in some big tournaments, and I think I don't know, every week you put yourself in this position, you learn a little piece of it, and overall I think just gaining the experience is the big part, and hopefully I just come here and just do what we've been doing, try to find fairways, greens, and just be aware of all the changing conditions.
How big was 15?
15 was big. That up and down was critical, especially going into the last three. 16 and 17, they're both difficult holes. But yeah, that up and down, I played in that bunker in the practice round. I probably hit 4 shots just like how I did it, chunked it. And it's just a tough bunker shot to get to the green just because of different gravel here. But to get that up and down was big, and just keeping the momentum for tomorrow.
What do you think would be the most important thing for you to try and focus on to try and get this done tomorrow?
Just a shot at a time. I think that's most important. Just kind of be aware of myself, aware of the conditions. I think that's kind of all you can do.
And your first time at this tournament, how's the week been so far, aside from just sitting on top of the leaderboard?
It's been fun. Tuesday we got in at 2 a.m. and it was a long day. I played 18 holes and went straight to Tokyo afterwards. Went to one of my buddies' dad's restaurant, Shota. So he made us some really good food, and overall I think it's the best player dining we've had all year. So I'm really excited just to be here.
Just how long do you think the putt was on 16?
I'd probably say it was around like 35 to 40 feet. Obviously, it was not a putt that I was trying to make. It was definitely a left to right slider, but just to get it close, I was going to be happy with. But I think 5 feet out, it was looking really good, and it just went center cup.
Overall, it's a good day. 66 on Saturday on the PGA Tour is pretty good. I obviously would have liked to finish a little better, but I think I'm in a decent position, and hopefully come out swinging tomorrow morning.
You've been in the mix on a number of events this year. Honda being one of the. What do you draw from those experiences that you will apply tomorrow?
Probably just don't try and do anything too special. A lot of times everyone's so good out here, it seems like you have to play perfect. And, most of the time, in my experience, if you just stick to your game and, play solid, you'll have at least a chance on the back nine.
And just with this being your rookie season in general, been playing a lot. Obviously, you've said you love being out there week to week. I guess, what have you just learned about yourself throughout this whole experience as far as we kind of coming up to the end of the season?
I think I've done a good job of, while I have played a lot, I've got some decent rest in between and not over-practiced or tried to be at the course too late on the early days in the week. So I think I've done good with kind of balancing, wanting to play as much as I can and trying to be as rested as I can.
And then just this course in general, just thoughts on how it plays into the strengths of your game.
I think your iron play's got to be good around here. You can kind of end up on the wrong side of some of the slopes and the greens, and you want to be in the right little section. And then the greens are good, and they've gotten faster every day. So hopefully that would help my putting, because I'm trying to make as many putts as I can, and downhillers are a little scary here sometimes.
You find yourself here with the chance to win on the PGA Tour yet again. When you think back to where you were last year, 2 years ago, how proud are you of yourself?
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Mostly it's just like an exciting time for me. Any chance I have to compete on tour is pretty cool. And then to be up near the lead a few times like I have has been even more special. So like I said, I'm just excited, and I really look forward to it.
Kind of had a really tough stretch there in the middle. Tough holes, but hit a nice drive on 9 that just trickled into the rough, and basically can't play that hole if you're not in the fairway. So I made 5 there. Hit a bad tee ball again on 11, made 5. 3-putted 12, made 5. Just tough stretch, but honestly, proud of myself for hanging in there and getting it in the house 1 under from there on in, and put myself good chance to win tomorrow still.
Yeah, and knowing, right, you didn't necessarily have your best stuff out there today. You're still only one back when all things are considered. Does that just give you a little more extra motivation knowing you're still right there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, today was a round, especially in the middle of the round, I could have let it get away from me and shoot myself out of the tournament. So, like I said, happy to finish the last, 6-7 holes on a fairly high note, and pretty exhausted. It had to be one of the longest rounds I've ever played on tour. So. Hoping to get some rest and be rejuvenated for tomorrow.
I know you had a drop on 9 over the green. How was the lie once you did drop it?
It was good. It's just I dropped it into a totally fine lie. It's just a really bad place to play from, and I could have hit it close, but it was a really risky shot, and honestly, the mistake was hitting it long in the first place. I had a flyer from the fairway and should have just tried to hit it in the fairway or the front bunker, and probably would have had a putt inside 6-7 feet. So, bit of a mental error there, but once you're kind of over the green on that hole, you're not in great shape.
You've been in contention out on tour plenty of times. Going into final rounds. You have a lot of experience in doing that. What's the mindset going into a day like tomorrow, where you're right in the mix?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a challenge. There's a lot of good players right there. This golf course can give you birdies quickly and take away bogeys very quickly as well. So I'm just going to try and stay patient as best as I can. The key out here is absolutely to get the ball in the fairway, because playing out of this Zoysia rough, you just have no clue what it's going to do. So that's the first step. If I get the ball in play, I like the way I'm hitting my irons and short irons, and I'm rolling the putts really nicely. At the end of the day, all you can ask for is a chance on Sunday, and that's what I have, and I'm grateful for it, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity.
The double was just compounded by mistakes after mistakes. Unfortunately, I was up against a tree, took an unplayable. The 3-putt on 4 was just not, that stuff shouldn't happen, but it did. And I just knew, I was still hitting my irons good. I just had to give myself opportunities, right? So just seeing good shots, seeing quality shots go forward, that's important. And I've seen that the past couple days, even though yesterday was a bad score. And I just, kept my head down and kept grinding at it.
How satisfying is it, though, to overcome something like that, a tough start, where some would think that you maybe shot yourself out of the tournament. Here you are right back in it after that finish.
Yeah, I haven't had a round like this in a while. And I think it just shows that, my head's in the right space. And when you're 3 over through 4, all I was trying to do is get back to even par through 9. Even par at the end of the day, even if I shot even, I would have been pleased, because, out here you can get yourself in trouble pretty quickly. So I'm very happy with how everything kind of came about. Obviously, the nice little string of birdies just was a nice momentum swing. The par putt on 17, the putt on 18, all these things are just kind of great little momentum things heading into tomorrow.
And coming off that bogey on 12, I mean, how key was that shot on 13, hitting that close on the par 3 there, and really kind of starting the streak.
Yeah, we JJ and I owe him a lot. We talked through a lot today. Thursday was kind of an easy day. It was just shoot and point, or point and shoot, and ball went where we wanted. Today it was a little bit back and forth, a little bit of tweeners of those clubs, and sometimes those days don't work out. But we were able to figure out the right numbers, figure out the right shots, and that was a nice shot to finally hit where I wanted, and then just kind of get that everything starting from there.